In this week's space news, we cover the Blue Ghost lunar lander mission on its way to the moon. In our second story, the German government becomes an anchor customer for the European Nix cargo vehicle. And lastly, PLD Space signs a deal to launch from Oman in the Middle East. Okay, let's get started. Blue Ghost closing in on the moon. Blue Ghost is going to steal the spotlight over the next 3 weeks. It's gearing up to touch down on the moon on the 2nd of March. If all goes well and Firefly achieves a soft landing on the moon, then the 10 NASA payloads will spring into action, collecting lots of valuable data. After 2 weeks, the lunar day will end and the sun will set. One final task for Blue Ghost is to capture this sunset. Hopefully we will see long shadows cast as the sun sinks below the horizon. First up, Firefly needs to make one final burn to achieve a nice low circular orbit around the moon. This manoeuvre takes place on Monday, the 24th of February. Then, about an hour before touchdown, it will initiate the descent orbit burn, which starts the lunar lander heading towards its landing site, Mare Crisium, on the near side of the moon. The near side landing keeps things straightforward, direct line of sight comms with Earth. Have you ever noticed that with the moon it's always the same features and craters every time? That's because the moon is tidally locked with Earth and always showing us the same face. That's why near-side landings on the moon simplify communicating with Earth. Compare that with the upcoming second Blue Ghost mission, which has a more challenging mission by landing on the far side of the moon, requiring the use of a lunar relay satellite to stay in constant touch with Earth. Curious about lunar relay sats? Check out my video on intuitive machines and their lunar data relay plans. Both NASA and ESA are dreaming big, plotting full-on relay constellations around the moon. Want to catch the landing live? NASA and Firefly are teaming up for joint coverage starting at 2:30 AM Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, March the 2nd, roughly 75 minutes before the expected 3:45 AM touchdown. That's 8:45 to 9:45 AM in Europe, or mid to late afternoon across Asia. NASA has stated that all the 10 payloads are healthy and ready to operate on the lunar surface. Some payloads that are able to power up are already operating, including one system that can use global positioning satellites in deep space. It's called LUGRA, standing for Lunar GNSS Receiver Equipment. It's detected global positioning signals while in lunar orbit. That's a new record. Once landed on the moon, it will attempt to pick up positioning transmissions from satellites in Earth's orbit. It can detect both GPS and Galileo signals. This payload is expected to operate for 14 days. Ideally, NASA and ESA want to use lunar relay satellites for positioning and communications, but using Earth satellites is useful as a backup. Alright, next up, a European cargo vehicle story. German government becomes anchor customer for the Nix vehicle. Big news from Germany. Their aerospace agency, DLR, just signed up as an anchor customer for the exploration company's microgravity research service on the Nix spacecraft. Nix is a cargo transport vehicle that can transport cargo to the ISS and future commercial space stations. Down the road, it might even carry astronauts. It's long overdue for Europeans to have this capability. The exploration company, alongside Thales Alenia Space, won a contract with ESA to deliver cargo to the ISS in 2028. The German government this week announced that they will be purchasing the first mission of the Nix vehicle for microgravity research. The contract secures space for 160 kilos, that's 352 pounds, of scientific payloads on the Nix vehicle and is scheduled for liftoff in 2028. Dr. Walter Pelzer, head of the German space agency at DLR, had this to say: "We are supporting a startup that provides services that will be particularly valuable in a post-ISS era." Germany is not stopping there. They're also flying payloads on the exploration company's subscale demonstrator, set to ride a SpaceX Falcon 9 this June. That test flight's got 300 kilos, that's 660 pounds, of capacity, and it's already sold out. Okay, next up, another European space startup story. PLD has a new spaceport in Oman. PLD Space is a European space startup building orbital rockets, and they have just signed a deal to fly their rockets from a new Middle East spaceport. It's called the ETLAC spaceport and is located in Oman. This spaceport will launch the Mura rocket family that PLD Space is building. To learn more about PLD Space's ambitious plans, check out my videos on this company. PLD Space has already secured a launch pad on ESA's main base of operations in Kourou, French Guiana. This is the same spaceport Ariane 6 flies from. Given both of these spaceports are suitable for equatorial missions, this deal appears to be more about providing easy access for the Middle East market. The company is apparently looking for a third spaceport somewhere in Asia, so that it can better serve customers in the Asian region. It's a goal of PLD Space to be a multi-spaceport operator, to be as close as possible to customers worldwide. PLD Space has a roadmap to fly 30 flights a year by 2030, requiring multiple spaceports around the world. PLD Space will be the first launch provider for this new facility. Raoul Verdu, co-founder of PLD Space, said this about the agreement. Given the current shortage of launch infrastructure, we are excited to announce this strategic collaboration with ETLAC, which presents itself as a strategic solution to meet the needs of our customers globally. We will begin working with ETLAC on the design, engineering and construction of our launch base with the goal of performing the first Mura 5 flight from there in 2027, unquote. The new spaceport is located on the southeast coast of Oman, in the city of Duqm. The advantages of this location include easy access to popular orbits, including direct launch access to sun-synchronous and polar orbits. Its location near the equator also opens up high-energy missions, such as interplanetary missions, and even mid-inclination orbits are accessible as well, such as those to the ISS. Another advantage that is easily overlooked is a more stable climate that is more conducive to on-time launches, which are frequently delayed by weather, high winds, storms, lightning and other issues. The vast ocean downrange provides mission safety, and it has excellent logistical connections with its major seaport. It's a world-class seaport connecting Asia, Africa and Europe with a 2-kilometer commercial quay, dry dock and the capability of handling millions of containers of cargo. The spaceport is designed to accommodate all members of the Mura rocket family, including future crewed missions aboard PLD Space's LINS capsule, making it a long-term strategic initiative. Okay, that's a wrap for this week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my videos if you want to know more about these companies. I have in-depth videos on PLD Space, Blue Ghost, Intuitive Machines Lunar Data Relay Satellites and more. What space startups are you most excited about? What do you think the big space developments will be this year? Let me know in the comments section below. Be sure to like and subscribe so you'll see our upcoming videos. We make videos every week covering the space industry with an emphasis on the smaller space startups that aren't covered so well on other channels. See you soon.